So I got 3 long ones to go, and I've got some extra material, so I want to make sure I've got my enough for the 3 long ones first before I put those in. I might do these 2 in the middle last. Okay, that way once I put this one in, then I can work on filling in the corner, filling in this corner, and that's what I'm going to do next. I got this one all supported now and secure. So now what I'm going to do is I want to finish this stuccoed corner. Okay, so I'm gonna work on that piece next, and I'm gonna measure from there straight over to here all the way. Remember, I'm just gonna go beyond this edge. I'm not gonna just stop it there. I'm gonna go all the way, then I can attach it from here all the way over to there. That'll help me support this 2x6 better than just trying to attach it to the stucco. Hey, see how I have that 2x6? I was able to cut it long to this first floor joist. That way I didn't have to just mess with a little piece, expecting the screws going through the stucco to hold up this one little piece to go around the corner. And so I pre-drilled a hole. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a clip in the corner. I've also drilled it on the outside over here. Can you see that? Yeah. The outside over here, I drilled that. And so I don't have to put very many screws in here. I decided to put 2 here and 1 there. Behind the stucco is that 1/2 inch OSB plywood. Okay, so I pre-drill my hole just to the stucco so I can feel it, and then I've got where's my other, okay, I got to get one more long screw. I could have got 3.5 inch screws at the store, but I got 3 inch, and so I'm going to take a 2 inch first, and with this impact drill, it really works good. I'm just going to try to poke a hole into the stucco. Right there, it's impacting. Try it again. Going. There, it's through. I use a little shorter one, so it's a lot stiffer, so I can get it through there like that. And mind you, if I use the 2.5, this is 1.5 inches plus the stucco is over 1/2 inch. There's 2 and a little bit, and so I only got about 3/8 of an inch going into the OSB plywood. So I'm going to use my long screw. That's going to go all the way through the plywood, even if I don't hit a stud, which I know I'm not going to hit a stud, but it's going into the plywood. I'm going to be fine because I've got this over here. I've got screws into that, screws there, put a clip there. I even put liquid nails, little circles behind this. I can impact it even further than the wood, and I've got 3 inch up here already. That is not going anywhere. Okay, and once I put the plywood on there, see the last guy, when he put plywood on here, then he just put the tile right on there. So when the water came down through this column, it just went right behind there and got everything wet on the back side. And then, if you can imagine, over 15 to 17 years, water, every time it rains, it snows, and everything else, anything that gets on here goes down right through there, gets wet on the back side of this, gets wet on the back side of the OSB 3/4 inch plywood flooring, and then that soaks the water up, and this whole area right in here just was all dry rotted. They had a 2x6. I'm doing the framing a little bit different than the last person, but he had a double 2x6 right in here that had fallen down. It was angled way down. The next one was angled down because it had broken. That had all rotted off. This is going to be so solid. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how I was going to get through the stucco with those screws. Mission accomplished. There's another thing that you just learned, hopefully. And here's a view from this angle. See how I ran that block all the way through to there, because this is my last full length one, and then I put screws. I pre-drilled and put screws in there. I mean, I could have used nails right here. Okay, I could have. 16s, because this is all new wood. I could have done that. This is going to take a little bit of the weight off of this corner, and then I've got the screws in there. I've got the end of that attached with 2 screws from the back side. I got glue on it. I'm also going to put one of those clips in the corner. One of these. Okay? I'm going to put that clip right down there, and that's going to help hold this piece to that piece in case the screws fail. I mean, I'm going a little bit overboard, I think, but I want this nice and strong. Then I'm actually going to put some little blocks, because I have that double beam going across there. I'm going to put a block down there, lift it up, score it, because that's at an angle now. That piece there is at an angle. Okay, same angle pretty much as the rest of the floor. And then I'm going to put probably 3 blocks in there, maybe 2 blocks. Screw it into there. That's gonna take a little bit of the weight off of just those screws. You see, that's all that's holding that piece on there going across it. That's the only screws that are holding up the floor over there. So I'll put little blocks there. Those blocks are going to be screwed in. I'll probably glue those with liquid nail too. I'm gonna make this thing nice and tight. Okay, onward. Yeah, because I'm in this pit now. Do you see why I'm gonna do these last 2, these full length ones in the middle last. That way I can keep maneuvering my ladder around in this little cubby. I'll put once I finish all that over there. I'll show you what that looks like. Then I'll put this long one in here after that, and then I'll work on these 2 corners. I'll bring that 2x6, see, from there over to the joist. Here's where the floor joist is going to be. We've already determined that. We've already lined it out, remember? That's coming across here. And then this 2x6 flat up here would go to there. Do you see why I'm doing that? I don't want to put just a little block right there and a little block there and say, oh, okay, I don't know what else to do, how to attach it to that. Your block splits because you tried to nail it. You didn't have an impact drill like I did. You had to drill through there, and this little block is not very straight after you got it in there and everything. No, we're gonna do that corner there, just like we're doing this corner. See, went to there. We're gonna do the same thing there, and then I'm probably gonna do that over here too. I'm gonna go from here with the block all the way out to where this joist is here, rather than just cut a small little block to here. I could just cut a block to there, drill it, but see, I've got 4 screws in there. They're fairly close together. There's not a whole lot of stuff there holding that. If I put a clip in there, now I've got all those nails in there. I'm gonna have this coming over, nailing that into the block. Now I've got so much stuff in there, that's liable to split and not hold up. Maybe it holds up right now, but what about 3 years from now? After this corner sags because this broke up, and now all your water's pooling in this corner and finding a leak somehow. No, I'm not doing that. Okay? And if you've noticed, I haven't screwed this whole thing off either. Okay, and I'm still, boy, I probably should do that. I've got this one pushed in tight. I probably should screw this because there's a slight gap right there. See it? Yeah, right there. So I'll probably screw that, and that way that can suck in before I cut this floor joist. So see, this one, remember I had 58 3/4 long? It's probably going to be 59 1/16 maybe, or so. I'll screw that in first and then see. Okay, it's starting to take shape.